Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope this finds you doing so very well. And of course, if you are here today, you are here to join us for my top 10 pickups of 2022. And of course, if you have followed me on Instagram, you will know that I have hit quite a big chunk of my holy grails. So definitely marking those off the list for this year and hoping for even more in 2023. So let's go ahead and take a peek at our top 10 figures. Of course, as a Universal Monsters freak and a horror fan, I was super stoked when Jada Toys released their version of their Universal Monsters characters and action figures. So of course, I picked up the entire line that is released as of now. And our Gilman, the creature of the Black Lagoon, of course, ends up on our top 10 this year of figures that I was able to grab. I haven't been able to find too many creature things aside from clothing and stuff that I'm not particularly a fan of. So whenever I can find an action figure, I am the first to grab it. So thank you, Jada Toys, and I can't wait to see what else you put out for 2023. Some may say I have a thing for redheads. Others say for McFarlane Toys. Either way, She Spawn was one badass pickup for 2022. Not only was she one of the most photogenic figures that I had received or picked up in general over the past couple years, she came with so many badass accessories and she just looks super cool. So definitely excited to add some more to the Spawn collection. But of course, adding another strong female character to the collection is going to be just amazing. We need more females in this collection. So this is why she is making our top 10 of 2022. Up next is one of my grail pieces. Of course, we have our Universal Studio Monsters Phantom of the Opera, the Man of 1,000 Faces, Lon Chaney from Sideshow Toys, of course. Sideshow Collectibles now. Definitely a great piece to have for any Universal Monsters fan as myself. Sadly, I don't know if I want to open him. I am torn. I am very, very torn. He is an older figure, of course, released in 1999. But it's a tough decision. So I'm going to hold on to him a little bit longer, but definitely on the list of holy grails for the collection this year. And of course, Toy Biz killed it in the collection this year for sure. I purchased a shit ton of sealed and older Toy Biz. Of course, I have a great love for Toy Biz. I still have many pieces from early 90s. And of course, it was no different when I picked up the famous cover collections with the Invincible, Iron Man, and of course, I got the Hulk too if you follow on Instagram. But definitely one of my two favorite Toy Biz pickups of this year, and I hope to find even more classics going into 2023 this year. So of course, when I saw this piece, I stopped dead in my tracks and stared at it for a good 5 minutes and made the debate to get it or not. And of course, I said forget it and brought it home. So of course, if you are not familiar with this set, I have shared photos of it on the IG account. But of course, we have the original X-Men in the original costumes, or shall we say uniforms. Very cool, very awesome. I was so happy to have this. I have taken these ones out of the box. However, I just feel like they're just much more presentable in their comic book style box. So I shall keep them there a little bit longer. And of course, McFarlane Toys had a good run this year, but not in the way that you would think. And of course, I was going a little bit old school looking for McFarlane, and I stumbled across quite a few that landed themselves on this top 10. So of course, Tortured Souls, Clive Barker. If you haven't read any of the books, read some of the books, watch just I implore you to. But of course, these were holy grails on my list, and I can never find them packaged, and this year I was successful. So of course, we have Talisac, my favorite of the line. I really love the stomach. I really want to open it, but I'm also very nervous to open it too because it was a harder piece to find sealed. But that is why it is a part of my top 10 of 2022. Alrighty, so I'm super stoked for this one, as this one was a win for me. Of course, it was just a last minute enter into a draw on the way out of a toy show, and of course I won that, so I was super happy. And of course, what a beautiful creature this Mezco 112 of Selena Kyle, or Catwoman this is. Of course, she is just beautiful, and I am so in love with her. I can't wait to pick up more Mezco this year, and it's definitely must-have figures from Mezco. Like, everything they have is impeccable that I have gotten so far. I quite respect the brand, and I can't wait to see what else they bring out for the future, and hence why our Catwoman figure from Mezco has made our top 10 of 2022. And of course, if She Spawn's gonna make it, Gunslinger Spawn sure the hell is going on that list. So of course, I just received this shortly before making this video. So of course, I decided that I was going to include him because he is an amazing figure and he is one of the favorites of the pickups for 2022. Very cool. I can't wait to get him photographed. I've literally had him open for 3 days, so I'm excited to take my time off over Christmas and play around with some of the toys. But badass figure, appreciate it. McFarlane Toys with the Spawn, excellent. I'll keep buying the Spawn because I'm a Spawn junkie myself. So we'll see you in 2023, Spawn. Trendmasters Mars Attack Martian Trooper with his proton blaster. Of course, this was released in the late 90s, and of course, he is definitely a figure that a lot of people would love to have. So I do have a Supreme Commander that goes with him. He is a much larger figure who is also in the box. So sadly, he will remain in the box a little bit longer, but definitely a great choice for our top 10 this year. And of course, if one holy grail of our tortured souls is going to make the list, you're damn right that the second one will. Of course, our venal Anatomica was another find this year that I was so stoked to find. I was actually able to find both of them at the same store at the same time, so that was perfect. And the prices were very fair for sealed and hard to find pieces. Now I am looking for the rest of the set. If you know of anybody who has any for sale, hit me up, find me on Instagram, of course. Find me anywhere you can. I am quite active and I am looking to buy them and complete the set. And lastly, one of our bonus entries. Now this one showed up right before making this video. It is a figure I have been searching for since its release. And of course, every time I see it, I go back to buy it. It's gone. So I am so super happy to finally get the amazing Spider-Man bombastic Bagman in the collection. He is coming right out of the package after this video today. And I can't wait to actually mess around with him. So super excited to add him, even if he is a bonus. He almost made the top 10. Almost. Very cool regardless. Alrighty folks, well that's it for my top 10. Of course, I hope you appreciated the figures in itself and the choices I had selected. Very happy to get some of those holy grails off the list, and I'm going to continue on for a very strong 2023. And of course, I hope that you'll join along on the adventure, so be sure to subscribe to YouTube. Of course, we're at Doodles Toy Report, and of course, be sure to follow us on Instagram. That is at Doodles Toy Report as well, or you can follow me on Cushy Mama. Of course, our links are located in the video description below. We hope you have a happy new year, and I can't wait to see what 2023 brings for both you and for us. Thanks so much, guys, for being here, and have yourself a wonderful day.